Welcome to the ArmaniTalks podcast. I'm your host, ArmaniTalks. In this podcast, I'm helping you level up your 5 soft skills: public speaking, storytelling, social dynamics, emotional intelligence, and creativity. 5 soft skills for you to change your life forever, skyrocket your confidence along the way. In today's episode, we are entering the world of storytelling, and I'm going to be talking about non-linear stories. These are the stories that are not in chronological order. We're typically used to stories that are in chronological order, beginning, middle, and end. With non-linear stories, time is just a mere illusion. We're hopping around from end, then beginning, then middle, then going back to the end. It's all over the place. Being all over the place is a good thing with stories because it's unpredictable. But you want to make sure that your story has a clear theme and purpose. You don't just want to be one of those guys that's taking all these twists and turns for no reason. One of the easiest ways to ease yourself into non-linear stories is by telling a story, then consciously say the phrase flashback. When you do something like this, what it does is it conditions your mind to think in a different time. For example, there was this one time I was telling a story about how I was feeling super excited to get on the public speaking stage. I recall the host was reading off my introduction card. I felt good. Before, I did not feel good. This time, I felt excitement. I was smiling. I saw all the different audience members looking at me, feeling anticipation. Then the host said my name. I got up. I glided to the stage. I walked with the utmost confidence. Flashback. 4 years prior, I was feeling so much anxiety just for a 10-second talk. You know those moments when you have to introduce who you are on your first day of work? Only 10 seconds. I just had to speak for 10 seconds and all would be good. But my heartbeat was going through the roof. And the fact that I was going to be sounding nervous the first day of work in front of these people that I'm meeting for the first time only made me more nervous. Do you see what I'm doing? I'm talking about a moment when I was feeling super confident in the present moment. And then I created a flashback to 4 years prior to create a contrast between nerves and confidence. This creates a gap in my mind of me dancing with time. You could do the same thing with your stories. Talk about the present moment, go in detail, and then consciously use the phrase flashback. And once you do, you get teleported to a different time. And once you're in that new time period, analyze your emotions, the setting. How are you relating with the environment? The more that you do this, the more that you can dance in time. And that's when you go from a linear perspective of storytelling to a non-linear one. If you want more practical insights like this into storytelling, be sure to check out my book, The Art and Science of Storytelling. Within this book, you will learn much more about non-linear stories, how to create rich conflicts, how to create relatable characters, and much more. To grab a copy, go on ArmaniTalks.com, hit shop, and grab your copy today. Thank you very much for joining the ArmaniTalks podcast, and I will catch you next time.